Hey there,
Hello,
it's Christy and
Frederic
and Jax.
Our new addition.
We got our puppy on our lap. Ouch, Jax. And I don't know how long this will last because he is definitely not a lap dog. So he's going to get to be pretty big. Right now he's a little lover and thinks he's a lap dog. So he's eating my hand. So we'll see how long this lasts during this episode. But before you get started, hi, handsome.
This Labradoodle thinks that he's a cat because he's always wanting to be on mommy's lap.
Yes, he is a cat. He's my cat. So before we get started, if you're wanting to have the relationship that you've always wanted, or just even get rid of the contrast that you feel is in your relationship, go to connectedcoupling.com. That's connectedcoupling.com. And you could do some private work with Frederic and myself. So one of the things that we want to talk about today that we hear a lot from other people is, how do I get what I want in my relationship? How do I get rid of the contrast and really get what I want? And the thing that we hear a lot is what?
And I think it's more of a how do I get heard in my relationship when I talk to my partner?
Well, it's like, yeah, but I've already asked for what I want, and then he doesn't or she doesn't respond. I've asked for what I want, but I don't get what I want.
Does
right?
that sound similar, guys? He doesn't listen to me. Yeah, that was similar to us. At one point.
Oh my God, it was like having the same conversation over and over. I wanted to beat my head up against the wall because I feel like I've communicated in the clearest possible way I can. I've used my tools. How come he's not listening to me? Yelling doesn't work, you know? So it's like, I don't want to continue to have this conversation for the next 10, 20, 30 years, 40 years of my life. So how do I get what I want? And the first thing is, first I want to say I understand. I understand the frustration, right?
Yeah, and guys, I understand too. Sometimes we get this, I call it the drawer, which has nothing inside, right? So we put that drawer with nothing inside. Hello from Canada, by the way. Hi.
Hi, Betty. So yeah, you know, it feels like I'm asking for what I want and I don't get what I want. And so we really wanted to, you know, everything I teach, everything I've been about is about the 7 essential laws. And we bring this into the coupling work that we do as well. It's important. It's universal laws. And if you're wanting to get something from somebody else, whether it's a partner or a business partner or a mom or a mother-in-law or anybody in any type of relationship, ow, Jax, you need to give yourself first what you're seeking. Because with the law of sufficiency and abundance, if you're feeling like you're wanting to get something that you're missing, you're coming from a place of feeling empty or feeling like you're missing something, and you're assigning what that thing is, that feeling, to your partner. And he's going cuckoo. He's going to just like start biting me. So
I guess don't wait for your partner to give you what you want. I think the thing is it's important to communicate to your partner what it is that you prefer to have, what it is that you need, what it is if you're needing some alone time, for example. I know that Christy was telling me when she's had enough with the kids and she's looking for some me time for herself, and she's needing some time to have to not to escape, but to have some time for herself Christy and take care of herself.
Christy time. I need Christy time.
So she's told me, you know, I think I need some time, some me time, sometime soon, and I agree. Go for it.
I agree. You're a nut job.
I understand, love.
You're a nut job, and you need some time by yourself. No. So what I'm saying is, whatever you're looking for. So if you're feeling like you need support from your partner, where are you not giving yourself support? If you feel like your partner's being critical, where are you being critical of yourself? If you're feeling like you want more love and attention, are you giving that love and attention to yourself? So think about what really is it that you want? Why are you wanting it? And then how is it going to feel when you have it? Because you can't attract what you want from a place of being unfulfilled. If you're coming from truly working with the law of sufficiency and abundance and coming from a place of fulfillment, from being satisfied, then you'll be able to fulfill yourself by giving yourself what you want: the support, the connection, the love, the sense of freedom, the sense of I don't know what, compassion, empathy, whatever it is that you're feeling you're needing from your spouse that you keep asking for. Now, it might look like something different in the way that the essence returns back to you, but if you're asking for compassion, give it to yourself first. And when you're able to then receive that, you're then able to receive it from other people.
And you can always, we were talking about the triggers that are involved in when you aren't feeling that you're getting what you're not getting what you're wanting. So find those triggers, and when you do have those triggers communicate it to your partner, and have your partner kind of listen to what these triggers are, so that there's an understanding. There's a place where he can say, oh my God, I didn't know that was something that was touching a button, that was something that was a trigger for you, or that was something that made you feel like you weren't heard.
Let's give an example. Like, so for us, for years, when I first met Frederic, he was 36, never been married before, and he was a consummate bachelor, right?
Still a bachelor.
He was
36.
such a and so he would do the Bachelor. Some guy, not a lot of guys are like this, but most are. He would do the dishes in the sink. He would cook something and then just leave them in the sink. And for me, I always like a clean kitchen. It just feels good. Jax, I'm going to put you down, buddy. I love you. And so we would have this conversation where I would go, I would get off a call, or I would go do something, and then I would come to the sink, and there would be pots and a pan and dishes. And that immediately I would feel angry. I would feel like, God, he's so disrespecting me, because I've asked several times that, for him to clean up his dishes. And
wait, for me, I didn't understand the point of, cleaning the dishes. What's the big deal? It was only dishes, and eventually they get done. They just don't get done necessarily the same night, right? They were getting done maybe the morning after, right? And
or
so
the next day.
So for me, it didn't represent the same issues. It didn't have that same meaning, and I didn't understand it until she was able to first communicate what it meant for her. Obviously, I didn't see the emotions, or I didn't feel those same emotions, or maybe I did see these emotions.
You felt the anger.
And I think that's the only part that I could feel, is these emotions that were coming to me that were saying, please clean the dishes. I don't prefer to have the dishes in the sink. And so when there's all that intensity coming out, I couldn't hear the reason behind what was triggering her.
Yeah, so when I came to him and I said, I really appreciate a clean kitchen. I really appreciate a clean house, but I especially appreciate a clean sink. And it feels disrespectful when I've explained to you, what I prefer, and I feel like I'm being ignored. I'm feeling like I'm not being heard, and that doesn't feel good to me, and I feel disrespected. So what I would do, now that I communicated what I needed, anytime I would see a dish or a sink, or God forbid a spoon or something in the sink, God, he doesn't love me.
She would throw it on the floor.
No, I would not.
What the hell?
I get up stories about me. I did not throw it on the floor. I threw it at his face. No, I'm kidding.
Ouch.
Ouch. No, but once he really got that, I understood, like, I was making it mean that he didn't love me, or that he didn't respect me because of this symbol of him not doing the dishes. When he explained to me, it's just I don't feel like doing the dishes. It's just as simple as that. It's not because I don't love you, and it's not because I'm trying to disrespect you. And where places where I felt he doesn't respect me, I had to look within myself and say, where am I respecting me? And where am I not respecting me? And to be able to fill up that space and do things, say things, take actions where I'm actually coming from a place of self-respect. And once I started to do that, things shifted. Jax is about to rip up paper in my mouth.
Yes, once that understanding, also that I had that understanding, I made the effort of cleaning the dishes, in the best way that I could, because I knew that for her it was important that the dishes were being done, and it was a sign of love as well for her, a sign that I heard what she was saying, because of the fact that we were able to sit down and communicate together and come to an understanding. I told her my part, she told me how she felt about it, and since we're coming from a space of love, I decided basically, yes, it's a great. I could decide, no, I'm not doing the dishes. What are you talking about? And you know, have butt heads even more. But no, I came from a loving space, in an understanding and compassionate place, and I get it now that, you know, she doesn't appreciate having dishes that are left over in the sink.
So we're talking about dishes in the sink, right? But it could go into any aspect of your relationship. It could be date night. It could be, you know, I don't know, pick something. You know, doing
falling asleep at night together at the same time, instead of going one at 3 o'clock in the morning and the other one at 10 o'clock at night.
That's a scenario. Or, well, I don't know, going and playing hockey, or, you know, having alone time. Whatever it is that you're wanting. If you're wanting more date night, just want more attention. Yes, I know he's going crazy on my shoe behind us. Not the high heels. He's got the tennis shoes, so we're okay, folks. But allowing yourself to really to ask yourself what you want, and then be able to communicate from the I to your partner and give the reasons. I'm looking to feel fulfillment. I'm looking to feel satisfied. I'm looking to feel this, and I'm not going to have you be my source anymore. I'm going to fill myself up. I'm going to feel satisfied. I'm going to feel the fulfillment. And it'd be nice if, you know, I could have the dishes cleaned, or it'd be nice if I could have the toilet seat down, or it'd be nice if, you know, you could help me with the laundry, or whatever it is, right? Because you have to remember that if anytime you're having some emotional reaction and charge, it's because somewhere inside of you, in your psyche, in your subconscious, which is your subconscious is your physical body, when you have some kind of emotional like reaction coming up, it usually is more about something else than the dishes. So there's something going on there, and the emotional reaction is really good to understand that a button's being pushed, and that button is within me. It's not about him. We tend to think, well, he did that and now I feel this. But it's he did this and I'm having an emotional reaction to it, because there is a choice of actually being neutral to what he does or says, if it's not being obviously crossing the line and being disrespectful or hurtful. And even then, there's a way of communicating. And we talk about that on our Conscious Connected Coupling podcast. But for today, if you want
the tools to help you deal with all of these...
Here, do that again. Pretend you're my voice. No, go behind my head.
No.
If you're like, it'll look like I'm speaking in a man's voice.
If you want to have the tools...
Go ahead.
And all our little secrets that we've actually been doing that have been helping us in our relationship, go ahead to connectedcoupling.com and fill out the form, and we'll be happy to see if there's a way to work with you together on a one-on-one basis.
Absolutely, because if there are buttons to be pushed, we have the answers to unpush them and to help you release the buttons. So have an amazing day, everyone. Remember, go to Conscious Connected Coupling podcast on iTunes, or you can go to fill out the form and get some direct help from us, and of course the counselor interrupted energy work. Go to connectedcoupling.com. Have a great day, everyone.
See you.
Bye.